Hello, good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Um, my name is Obindako. Welcome. If you happen to watch this video, please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Share the video with your friends. Today we want to talk about entrepreneurship or business. Entrepreneurship or business. Last year, because of COVID, a lot of things were changed. And even prior to that, a lot of the times you hear of, since we've been in our youthful days, we continue to hear of graduate unemployment. And it's a catchy word on the mouth of politicians. They're always talking about something like that. And then we continue to produce a lot of graduates. Today, I want to share with you some of the things that you may have to know, in terms of being able to build something. Because I think that almost everything, if you understand how a business is built, you'll be able to build something around whatever gift, whatever talent, whatever profession that you have. You only have to understand some few things. I think that in this life, there's not much that we have to know. We only have to have the basics right. The basic things, we only have to understand the basics. And from there, the difference will come from us putting whatever we know into practice. So business, entrepreneurship, it's as if whenever we talk about jobs, employment, most people get interested in it. If you go to LinkedIn, most professionals are very obsessed with jobs, and application. And when they talk about salaries, most people are very much interested in it. It appears most people want things to be set, the job to be cooked, as if somebody else was gifted to build a business. So when people complete school, most of them are told to write an application and go and look for a job. And so we are trained how to go and do good interviews and speak good English and how to write CVs and package ourselves well. When we go for the interview, how we have to sit down and talk well and look into their eyes, prepare your CV well. That is highly dominant. But the truth of the matter is that no matter what, some of us would just have to find something to do. And so I think we should as well train a lot of our people on the realities in how you can pick yourself from wherever you are and build anything, go business. Even if you have investment. So say some people have, let's say, properties that they rent, or some people have, let's say, your grandfather left you cocoa farm, or maybe left you something precious, something of value. If you understand how businesses are built and run, you can always, almost all the time, build a business around your investment, around anything that you think is of good value. So today I want to share some few things that I've learned with you. So you can always build something around your talent, your desire. Maybe you like painting, maybe you like singing, maybe you like drawing, maybe you like shouting. Some people like dressing. Some people are very much, some people say that the models, they know how to walk. All those people have built businesses around these, singing, acting, even religion, people have built businesses around them. So whatever talent that you have you can put jacket of business around whatever talent that you have, around whatever desire that you have. If you go to anything, any product that you see, somebody has been able to build a business around that product. As a matter of fact, you are seeing that product because there was a business tool, there was a business instrument that somebody built. That's why that person was able to produce whatever that you're holding in your hand in numbers, for you, for the product to get to you. So decide which interest do you have? What expertise do you have? You can be a teacher, you like education, you like everything about education. You can still build a business around something in the chain of education. Somebody says that, oh, I don't like education, but I like to see people healthy. So I have a formula that my grandfather taught me. That formula, somebody has built a huge herbal medicine business. They put the formulas together, they produce them, and now they sell them in numbers. Everything that you have, everything that you need, everything that you have, everything that you know how to do. If you understand how a business is built, you can build a business around almost everything. Almost everything. That orange farm, you can formalize it in a business form. Anything that you know how to do. And so look for your interests, even your profession. Somebody will say that, oh, I've been trained as somebody who works in the bank. They call them bankers. Or somebody will say, I'll be trained as an engineer. No problem. There are engineering companies that are run profitably. There are, any profession. But there are banks are also businesses. But to translate, to move from being a banker to building a business is where the challenge is. Is where the challenge is. So my name is Obinako. Today I want to share with you entrepreneurship, what we call business. Because I think that as Africans, we need a lot of information on some of these things. We really need a lot of information on how you can pick an idea and build it into a business. The majority of our people would have to learn that. The job is good. You can get a job. But if you have been at home for years and you don't have a job, what do? You must know how to pick. Kose or Gary or Wache or Fufu. You can see somebody with a choba, 20 outlets. That's a business. That's a serious business. Somebody is selling Wache not at one joint, maybe 10 joints, maybe even outside the main city that they operate from. The difference is how they understand how a business is built, how a business is run. Sometimes, depending on our family background, we may come up with a lot of business information, a lot of business expertise, because maybe you saw your parents who were doing business, or maybe you saw your uncle, your grandfather, or somebody who was that much close to you, somebody who had authority and who you could have access to. Maybe growing up, you had that. That will make you a little bit, sometimes well equipped more than the person who did not have access to any of this growing up. Sometimes it's the money. Some people have money. So once they have money, they can fidget with it. Some people have education background. Maybe they have business education, or maybe they have higher education. Those are advantages as well. The advantages. I mean, if you have money and you want to start a business, you have some bit of advantage more than the one who doesn't have anything and who has to go through everything from zero. Maybe if you have higher education, especially with numbers, with accounting, with mathematics, that comes with an advantage, because business actually is just math that you're doing because you're collecting money, you're changing figures, you're calculating, budgeting. Everything almost is really mathematics. So sometimes you go to the market woman will say that I didn't go to school. But when you give them the money, I had a story where they said that somebody was told, if you take 2 out of 5, how much is it? He said, I didn't go to school. And they said that if I give you 5 cities, and I say, give me 2 cities, what will be left? So it is 3 cities. So they know math. They know math, because business really is math. So your background in terms of education can also be, of some kind of help. But there are things that you must know. There is a mindset of a business person. There is a skill set of a business person. The mindset of a business person is that they're able to think far. They are a bit more persevering. They can be, they can be selfless. They can endure pressure and pain. That's a mindset that you must have if you want to build business. You're not looking to, chop the profit now, no, no, no. You want to, withhold when others, and you can be very comfortable in a controversy. You can be very comfortable in being alone, because those are the things that you're going to deal with when your business is running, or when you tell yourself you want to build a business. Majority of your friends and families may not necessarily be on your side, so you have to have that kind of mindset to say that this is what I've decided to do, and therefore I'm ready to go with it, and have some kind of confidence ideas, and be very much okay when people don't even agree with the path that you want to take. That is a mindset of people who are able to dare to build a business. There are also skill set that you must have. Your ability to handle money, your ability to handle people, your ability to understand a particular product and how it is built. Your sales, you should be able to convince people, negotiate with people, even inspire people, lead people. Your ability to put numbers, write numbers, organize your life. Those are all skill sets that you need as a business person. So there's a mindset, and there are also skill sets that you need. You should be able to learn how to also structure, how you're able to put some things down, to follow some routines, some things that you will say, this is what I follow. So let's say I open a shop. When you come in the morning, you have to clean you have to clean the shop. You have to arrange the things. It must be open at a particular time. You cannot just close it and go and come anytime you want. Those are routines. You should be able to put these things together. And those are skill sets that people who have built businesses have. And so it is better to try to develop this than to stay at home, especially the youth, for 5 years, for 4 years, and you say that you're looking for a job and it has not come. Being able to understand, what they call taxes. So you're at home, you're hustling, nobody cares about you. The moment you open a business, some people from the government will come and ask you, come and pay tax. Your ability to understand those things will help you to succeed as a business, because it comes with responsibility. It comes with responsibility. When you're not taking any responsibility, when you're at home, nobody holds you responsible for anything. The moment you start a business and you employ somebody, that person at the end of the month will ask you, if you don't pay them, they say that you owe them. So it comes with responsibility. There are other things that you should know. That how do I even, for instance, if I'm thinking of starting, let's say, a watch business. Now, based on what I know, I would look at putting the watch where people pass. I will look at, is there traffic where I'm locating the business? Is there traffic? Is there traffic? How many people pass there? I will not just open the business because I have to open the business. I will just look at, okay, let me put the Wachi joint here. Maybe boys come there to play football, or there's a school there, there's a hospital there, maybe there's a theater there, there's a movie center, maybe there's a church there, mosque, so which means that almost all the time people will be passing. That's it. That's a good decision. And then how do I even package the business? Then the next thing will be, maybe I would have to find a business name for it, and maybe I will get somebody to do some graphics for me. Those are all things that you're trying to build. And maybe I'm looking for business name, and I'm looking at going to the registrar general to just get something, because there's a particular feeling that it's almost like it strengthens you. It puts some kind of, makes you wake up when you have an idea and you put it on paper and you come up with a name for the business. and maybe you take a step to go to the registrar general to put your name there to say that I have registered a business, I have the certificate, there's a particular fee. It gives you, it puts some kind of pressure on you to start to organize, to start to organize. And so it's part even of the organization. Mr. Governor, thank you always. Thank you for always sharing the correct message to the people. You're doing important work. We have to do important work. We have to tell our youth that if you have, maybe you are 15 years, you are 18 years, you are 20, you are 25, you're at home, you have a talent, you have an idea. Every idea can be built into a business. I can tell you that. So far as the government will not catch you, if it's not illegal, any idea that you see, the difference is that you may not know what it takes to structure or put a business around that idea or around that product. But the moment you are aware of what the things that you have to put around that idea or that concept, if it is tested, it becomes a business. And most people are not aware of that. So let's say your grandmother's soup, maybe it's a very special soup that nobody knows. And maybe your grandmother taught you that soup. Do you know that people have opened restaurants like that with just a special recipe? That is all you alone, you know that recipe. And anytime that maybe you cook that you cook that food, your friends are talking, you can easily build a restaurant or build maybe a joint where people will come and eat and they'll pay you. So it's not so many products, so many ideas, so many advantages are around all of us. Wherever we come from, whatever situation that we are in, there are 1,001 ideas, there are 1,001 products that we can easily turn into business. The problem is that most of us don't know how to turn that idea into business, how to put a business around that which we know. Every one of us has something. I can tell you that not every one of us would have not less than 1,000 things around us. That every day when you move from your house and you're going out, you see so many things that you can easily build a business around. So many things. You see the people who sell food. If you really understand how to put a business together, and if you can employ people and manage them well and provide the leadership, if you can manage the finances well, if you can develop the marketing channels or the sales points, that bread can easily become a big business. You look around and see people sell water. Some people have also built water processing plant, and they are distributing water everywhere, and they make millions. It's just water, the same water that you are using at home. Somebody has processed it and has put a brand on it, and he has business run around it. So many things. Every one of us. This T-shirt that I'm wearing, wherever I buy it from, I can go to town and say that give me 10 of these. I start to sell this T-shirt. If I'm very good, it becomes a fashion brand. I can build retail shops around just this T-shirt. If I'm a good manager, if I understand how a business must be structured, so many things. Barbering shop. Somebody has 10 barbering shops, and he's able to put people there, manage them, pay the rent, pay the electricity, pay the salary, paid all the other things that they have to pay, and still make some little profit. And now that person has employed people, has a business working. So there are so many things that you can look around. Somebody hires a truck, and supplies sand to construction site. Sand, the normal sand that you and I know. His ability is able to, he's able to rent a car, and he's able to put a driver there. He's able to charge somebody and make some profit. And maybe he can move a lot of cars in a day. So everything that you see around you can be turned into business. The problem is that most of us don't know how a business must be turned, how a business must be built around that idea, that concept. If you go through town, there are small businesses that you see. The same product, somebody has been able to build big business around that. The difference is the way they think, the way they're able to structure their businesses, the skill set that they have developed, the risk that they've been able to, they are able to take to the next Next point. So you have to also know that it takes some time for you to become good at for you to become good in being able to build a business. It takes time. You are going to learn, and you are going to go through a lot of pressure. You are going to go through a lot of mistakes. You are going to make a lot of mistakes. People would fight you. People will disagree with you. People will accuse you. It's part of the journey of you being able to build business. So the reason most people stop along the line is because they can't take this hit. But for the business, there are so many things that you can turn into business. So many things. So many things. Somebody is just selling white sheet, A4 sheet. That's all that they do. They go to town, they bring them, they just retail them. That's all that they do. And they've been able to do a lot of things out of that small business. Something about business is that is either you want to, once a business is profitable, you decide whether you want to open the business up, expand it, increase the volumes, or maybe you want to say that out of this business, I want to build investments out of this business. So somebody may have provision shop, kiosk, and that person is able to build apartment out of that kiosk. Out of that kiosk. I know a man and a wife, they've been able to build a lot of apartments from provision shop at a joint. They have done that over 30 or 40 years. They don't have much education, but they've been able to build that. And I'm sure that if you were to value them, those are significant figures. And they have been able to do that from their youth. Just shop. He told me that they started selling on their head. I was talking to the wife the other time. He said, when we started, I was selling on my head. I will go to town, pick the product, and move around and sell it to women. The man also said that I will go to Cote d'Ivoire and bring things. And out of that, they were able to get a store. And with time, they were able to build their own store. And now they have built apartments out of that provision shop. They did not open a lot of outlets, just one. Good place. They make significant sales and they've been able to build their own apartments. They rent them. They have a lot of tenants out of that. So every one of us can turn any idea into a business. Any idea into a business. The question is, do you know what business is and the things that you must know to be able to turn that idea into a business? And I think we might as well study it. You should not be so much choked on, how about if your job, yes, you have a good job. How about if tomorrow they tell you that the business is not doing well and so everybody should go home, which is possible. If they tell you that, what are you going to do? Especially in these times when they tell you that go home, we don't have much work. What are you going to do? Do you understand what it will take for you to turn that professional skill set that you have into a business? Do you understand that? Do you know that? Do you know what the kind of person that you have to become for you to turn any idea? Because I'm saying that any idea, when you move from your house to the trotro station, by the time that you walk for, let's say, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, there are so many business ideas that if you open your eyes, there are so many of them that you will see. So many of them that you will see. The next challenge is, do you know what it will take for those businesses to become reality? So it takes time. There are a lot of complexities, not to scare you, but just, that is it. If you don't tell you that, you say that we didn't tell you. There are things that, if I take my life, for example, out of ignorance, we said that we were going to start business. And we start one and it doesn't work. You start another one and it doesn't work. And you start another one, it doesn't work. Then the people you started with start to fight you. Your friends start not to like you. Then maybe you went for loan and it became a problem. These are all part of it. And sometimes not everybody would have to make some of these mistakes depending on what they had to start with. But if you have to start with nothing, start with nothing. Because if you don't move, then you don't know. I think that you don't have to know so many things to start anything. Because a rare understanding of it comes when you're doing it. rare understanding of it, especially you have never done any business before. Some people have done a lot of businesses, so when they are talking about business plan and all those things, they're very good for them because that's just not their first business. But you, if you have never done anything, then you have to try something, because out of that will come your rare ingenuity. That's where your rare strength will show. So there are businesses that you can see. There are people who are processing fruit, people who are into farming, those who are selling cassava and orange and banana. There are those who are selling cement and iron rods and nails. There are also those who are producing nails. There are those who are saying that I'm not interested in any of this. I want to go into software. Or I want to go into selling of phones. Every industry, there are 1,001 businesses in the chain. Every industry, whether it's a physical product or soft product, you have to decide. Some people just sell money. That's what the banks do. They sell money and they charge. So you go there, you take loan, whatever. The product is money. So they give you money. They say that I have 10,000. I give you every month. You're going to give me this kind of interest. Bring you. That's the business. They're offering a service, and their product is what is the money. So you may not have to do it as a bank, but maybe you can start a microfinance or you can start a financial company. So every one of us can turn any idea into a business. Every one of us. And so you have to break that, where people have just, I don't know, by the time that they complete school, their mind is only on jobs. I don't know why they put us in school. So when they complete school and they don't get a job, then there's problem. They feel so dejected and frustrated because they can't find a job. But somebody also created that job. Somebody created that job that you're looking for. So if nobody wants to give you a job, maybe you can start one. And a lot of the times you don't know what it will become. But it's a continuous journey of learning. It is a continuous journey. Yeah, Mr. Edie. Hello, my brother. It's a continuous journey of learning. So look through your room. Everything in your room is somebody's business. Everything in your room. Everything from your toothpaste to your brush, to the books, to the pillow, to the bed, to the light. Everything that you have in your room is somebody's business. Anytime that you get up in the morning, be aware of that. Be aware of that. Somebody produced it and somebody sold it. Somebody also funded the production. Somebody sold it to you. So you have to have an open mind to say that this is a good option for me to also try. And if you cannot think like that, going forward is going to be, because all over the world, if they fire you, you have to just find a way to build a business, which means that you must open your mind. So there's no point. You have completed school 3 years and you say that you don't have anything. And you say that, oh, it's because of the village, the town that we live in, there is no opportunity. Are you sure? So don't the people eat? Don't they drink? No. They drink, they eat. Don't they farm? Don't they go to the farm? So anytime that you go through anywhere, you will see that people are providing solutions. Open your eyes. There's so many solutions that people are providing. If nothing at all, people will drink water. People will eat. If you can't think anything at all, just think of that. People will always sleep. People will always eat. And people would always want to cover themselves. If you don't know anything at all, look at this. Okay, people will always eat. So if you have no idea what to do, look at what people eat in your area and provide some. Even if you provide any face, you tried. But the thing is, don't worry about the first business and whether you fail or because the most likely that you're going to fail anyway. So don't worry so much about how you started. Just start with whatever you have, but you're going to fail. And if you fail, it's part of you becoming better. If a child starts to walk, what happens is that they will fall. It does not mean that the child is is foolish. Sometimes it is just part of the journey of maturing, learning how to walk, and sometimes being able to also run. So if you have never done it before, don't think that your idea has to be so special. A lot of the times, most people that come out with special ideas, many times, it could be their 10th, it could be their 20th idea. A lot of the times, not many people will start with a very nice idea for the first time. When people say that don't make mistakes, they are not referring to business. As an entrepreneur, it's not. Maybe the surgeon must not make mistake. I agree to that. Maybe the driver must not make mistake. But you trying to build a business, the factors are so many that it's very difficult to have everything covered. Especially when you're starting with not so much skill and not so much connection and not so much money. All right. So look at your community, look at where you live, look at your town, if you're an African youth. And don't buy that idea that you don't have any opportunity around you. Don't close your mind and don't be that negative. Don't buy the narratives. A lot of the things that you hear about people and all that the accusations, and it shouldn't be your game, your obsession to get up every day in the morning and insult all your political leaders and say that because of them that you don't have anything, you don't have a job. It's because of your political leaders. Maybe, I don't know, but who told you that they will change? You know, so if they don't change in your lifetime, what are you going to do? At least you can take care of yourself, which means you can find something to do. There is always a service, there is always a product, there is something that you can always do. And the moment, the thing about it is that the courage to start, once you start, and you're somebody who is always looking for information, and if you're somebody who is always trying, giving a try, going the extra mile, you will see, you will start to become better. That's all. You don't have to gather so much confidence before you start. Just start anything. And don't worry about people laughing at you. They can laugh at you. It's okay. But you take a first step. And you become better. And you become better. The next time they see you, you are almost an expert. Just because you took the first step. So anything that you want to start, just start. Gather the vim. You don't have to be perfect to start anything. Don't let perfection, becoming a perfect person, stop you from learning. Business is not about you being perfect. It's about you being profitable. So a lot of people are very much hooked on getting the thing right, perfect. Not when you're starting with nothing. A lot of the times you don't need to be perfect. You just have to move. And once you start to move, you start to perfect the process. If you're so much interested in perfecting anything at all. So wow, inspired. I want to open a business now. Enough of the excuses. Yes, don't look for perfection. Don't look for perfection at all. Just start something. Just start anything. Just start, sell kinky, orange, mango, sell matches, sell candle, sell t-shirt, sell shoes. Just sell anything that people are ready to buy. It opens your mind. And the moment your mind is open, nobody will tell you. A lot of the times we think that we have to know everything and know so much. Most of us, what we know is enough. That is what I know. Most of us in life, most of us, what we know is enough. I can tell you that. Is enough. If you've been taught that thing constructively, if it's business, you just have to know the product that you're selling. You have to understand the market that you're in. You should be a good manager of the finances that come in. You should be somebody who is trustworthy. You should be somebody who does not give excuses. If the work must be done, it must be done. Don't push it to tomorrow. You must do the work. You should be able to lead people and inspire them. You must come out to people as somebody who is trustworthy and who can get the work done. These things are the things that you use to build business, whether it's 10 cedi business or 100 million business, or the people that you see. These are the things that they keep repeating every day. And if you keep repeating them and you do them well, then the business starts to expand. And then you have to put infrastructure in place to make sure that your things are run well. But you don't have to be super intelligent, to start a business. Don't be afraid of your money going, and don't be afraid of people laughing at you. Don't be afraid of the mistakes. Don't worry about it at all. Just start small. And if it doesn't work, and a lot of the times they will not work anyway. And if they don't work, it does not mean you're stupid. You're learning. If somebody told you that because the business does not work meant that you are stupid, I don't agree to that at all. It's not because you're stupid. You're just testing something. And when you go to test something in the lab, most often than not, you have a lot of failures in the lab. When you are trying to come out with a product, when you take a sample to the test to the lab to test its strength or its viability, most of them will fail. You're testing until you get the one that you want, so you're testing. So don't worry about people calling you are not intelligent, you're not this. No, don't worry, just keep pushing. So my name is Obin Darko. Today I'm talking about let's talk about entrepreneurship and business. Entrepreneurship or business, let's talk about it, because our people must understand that if you don't get a job, you just have to find a way to have some for yourself, at least open something. It at least, if nothing at all, to help your confidence. It will help you to become bold. It will help you to have some sense of meaning. If you have been at home for 3 years and you don't have a job, listen, it takes toll on your confidence, and sometimes you become even very much frustrated. You feel like you're nothing. You feel like you get up and you call your friends and they all have something that you're doing and you don't know anything. The moment you decide to put your mind on anything, even if it's kenke that you want to go and pick it from Antioquia and sell it in the market, go ahead and do it. The moment you decide to do that, and do that with pride, do that with sense of dignity. If I'm selling anything, if I'm selling matches, kenke, whatever that I'm selling, what brings the dignity to that business is me. It's not whatever people think. I bring dignity to it. I have respect for what I'm doing. When we started shops, it didn't matter. I remember the story when we gathered a place, went to open the shop. We didn't have any product. Some people were moving out of their shops and I paid money, and we moved old fittings and went to the shop that we had rented, put them there and put the things on the table. And some of the people who were in the mall came in, and they said, some of them were even laughing. But I was very happy. And Marie was very happy, the fact that the tent was open. And you'll be shocked the first day when people came and they started to ask the things. Do you have this? Do you have this? Within a week, we had changed the whole place. We had changed the design. Then within a month, we had also changed the design. And within 3 months, we had changed the design and the product. Okay, so it's more of starting. Don't worry about what people. Now the same people who came the first day and they were laughing. If I watch the picture, say, hey, now they are changing. Now and now after years, the concept is running everywhere. So you don't need to be. You just start with whatever you have. Especially if it's your first one and you don't have anybody, you don't have any business, you don't have any money, you don't have anybody to help you. Just start with what you have. Don't worry about becoming perfect. If I want to start anything in life, I just start with what I have. Some people will say, oh, package it well. I don't have that kind of intelligence. If I have multiple business models in mind, I want to start big, medium, small. Which one is advisable? Start small. Start with, if it's your first business, if you have never done it before, start small. You will get feedback from, because sometimes when you start big, you may procure products that they may not even need in the area that you're selling the product. But you just buy little, put them there. They will come and they will come to, they will come and ask you what they need. It's not what you are selling, it's what they need, So they come, they say, oh, we need this. And maybe you would have used a lot of money to buy the things that they will not even need. So you will hear the feedback. Then you start to stock, you start to bring those that they need. So if I want to start anything, I don't I don't care. If I want, I mean, for instance, when I wanted to start a YouTube page, me, my camera, it was no good. So I just started, shot the picture. That's it. You know, I was training. I was not so much interested in the quality, even though I should have been interested in it. But I was trying to build my skill and my confidence. Would I be able to do this? You know, it did not even matter who was not watching or who was watching. It was more of what I was becoming, what I was learning. So I think of a topic, I do research, I just do it. If you watch it, good. If you don't watch it, no problem. Then it gets to a point you have become good with your presentations. That's how it starts. If I want to write a book, the same way, I just write. I just put something there. It doesn't have to be perfect. People can read it and tell you, oh, this English is not good. This is listen, this is not an English book that I'm writing. I'm just trying to put an idea across. So the English masters will correct you before you see it. You have a perfect book because they will see it and tell you. But if you keep it there and you want to perfect it, you may never see it. But the moment it hits the ground, they will give you feedback. And that's how the world works, especially if it's your first. So I don't buy that idea that it has to be perfect. No, just put something there. It starts the traction. It puts pressure on you. You start to think, your brain starts to work because you start. Some people say that I don't want to tell anybody about my idea. Me, I don't care. I tell you about the idea, you steal it, another one will come. I'll put it there. Then I start to get ideas more. It is better than keeping it and not starting it. And so many people have perfect ideas. They have never started it. It is perfect. It can make them billions, but they have never tested it because they want it to be perfect. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Maybe if I get more money, maybe I'll believe in that. But not, this time, no. Especially if you're at home and you don't know what to do and you have nothing to do. Step out. If it's butter, if it's nkuto, you have to sell. Go ahead and sell it. If it's masa, you have to sell. Go ahead and do it. You don't have to. I have a friend who wants to do anything. He wants to package it. You have a fabrication business. You want to go and do presentation to architects. You want a nice phone, a tablet, a car. I told him, listen, you will suffer for long. Start with what you have. Let them see your genuineness. Let them see your passion. Let them see the works that you have done. Let them see how credible you are. Because most people can come and deliver fantastic presentation, but when they give them the project, they don't deliver. Now, if you have money and you can come out with a good packaging and good presentation, no problem. But if you don't have that, don't let that stop you from going to see them. Take the trotro, take your book, tell them what you can do. If they don't give it to you, go to another person. By the time that you get to the 10th person, somebody will get enough sense to say that I like the fact that this is what you have and I want to try you. And once you deliver, you have a customer or you have a client for life. Because some people can come down with the Land Cruiser and Mercedes Benz, and when they give them the money, they can't find them again. So maybe some people are much interested in presentation, but I am not. I'm interested in delivery. When you take the project, can you deliver as you said, on budget, on time? Can you? That's what we are looking for. So don't overdress so that you become late. Some people are so much perfect that they will package a very nice thing. By the time they are there, the gate is closed. I would rather go in imperfect and be on time and enter the gate than for me to have a perfect project, a perfect presentation, and when I get there, I'm late and they have closed the door. Most people believe in the last. They want to appear perfect, well organized, fantastic. You, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, no, don't think like that, especially if you're starting. You want to be done on time. You want to get in. You want to deliver. You want them to see activity, traction, things going on. So my name is Obindak. I'm talking about entrepreneurship. I'm talking about business. And I'm saying that most of us, uh, if you don't have any business, we've been conditioned to look for a job. And most people give much respect to jobs. I mean, if you look at your friend who's a director of a big institution with a security, with a Land Cruiser, and you look somewhere, you can't even find your shoe. Let's face it, your mother will not be happy. That's a fact. Your father will say that we send you to school and now we have to feed you. I'm saying that just look at your room. Everything there is business. And if you take the trotro from where you have taken the trotro to wherever you're going, everything that you see there is a business. You can, if you know how to turn any idea into business, you can turn many of them to business. There is a watch seller at the corner. There's somebody who is selling shoes, slippers. Somebody is selling water. Somebody is selling banana. Somebody is selling beans. Those are all solutions. If you have nothing to do, those people are better. Never think that you have nothing to do and you think you're far more better than somebody who's doing something. And you have thought, you have used your head for 6 years. No idea has come to you. You are looking for a perfect idea. No, sir. You're looking for original idea. No, sir. Don't look for any perfect or original idea. Just look around and bring that maturity, that organization, because that is what makes the difference. That is what makes the difference. Start from where you are, use what you have. Yes. And I'm saying that business can be built around anything that you run. Whether you're building for rent, run it as a business. Package it well, give it a name, open account for it, have a letterhead for it, use your room as an office, organize it. Because until you organize it, a lot of things will not go well. So whatever that you're doing, maybe you have a cocoa farm, you have orange farm, organize it well, run it as a business. Maybe even create a website for it, create a Facebook page for it, document it well, present it well, because the business can be put on almost anything. The talent that you have, the voice that you have, you can sing, you can act. That's a business. You just have to know how to organize it well. You just have to know how to organize it well. So everything that you see people do, you can put the whole frame of business around it. And the next time you look through. Most of the big organizations that you hear their name, what do they do? If you go to ShopRite, what do they do? It's not a provision shop. It's a provision shop. You go to a supermarket anywhere, what do they sell? It's just the same thing that Antioquia is selling around the corner. You say somebody is selling water on the head. Yes, but that's water. Vortic is also selling water. Specialized is also selling water. It's the same. The difference is somebody is well structured. Somebody can organize a lot of things on a bigger scale. So between you selling on your head and you get into that number, that stage where you can employ a lot of people, is the skill set that you can use to weave whatever is needed to be able to employ people, manage your money, be able to package a business where people can come and say that I'm working here. So any idea, the banana that you see that the woman is selling on the head, the same banana can be turned into business if you have the eyes and the skill set. The same banana can be turned into business. Galamsey that the boys are doing, the same Galamsey is being done by another company. You don't mention their name, but it's the same Galamsey. They are all destroying the soil. It's the same thing. One is more structured. One is able to manage the resources well. One is able to manage many resources at the same time. And that's the difference between them. And so what you want to become is those who are running it in a bigger scale. What do they know? What are how do they think? What do they know? What is the capacity? What skill set do they have? Those are the things that you want to learn. So because the product is the same. If it's water, it's water. If it's milk, it's milk. But one is doing it on a very high level because there are things that they understand and there are skill sets that they have. And those are the things that you want to learn. Those are the things that you want to learn. So your interest, you like talking to girls all the time and they laugh. Comedy, somebody has a comedy business. It's a brand, provides all the videos. They have built, and you just laugh, you just create jokes for the girls, and you go to sleep and say that you don't have a job. That's a gift that you have. If you knew how to brand it and how to build it into a business, you have a business there. You know how to act. Some people can just, and everybody will come and look at them. That is a business. The only thing is that you think that is just for fun and for the boys. No. If you can open your eyes, if you can open your mind and go and learn how to build something around talent, it becomes a business. It becomes a business right there. And then you will stop saying that I don't have a job. You know how to sing. Get involved. Go and see those who are able to put things around the singing. Some people, Shatawali is singing, Sarkodie is singing. They have money. You sing, you don't have anything. The difference between you and them is what? They've been able to build things around that talent. So your duty is, how do I build something around this talent? You like politics. Some people through politics have become presidents. You're politics, you're just playing on the ground and fighting with people every day. Package it well. Let them see you as somebody who's serious. Run it as a business. They will take you seriously. Work on your card, work on your brand, work on something, build a profile. Let people know that you have something. Add value to yourself. The moment you do that, when they see you, they take you seriously. They take you seriously. So your professional skills, whether you're a carpenter, a medical officer, you cannot say that I'm a medical doctor, I don't have a job. What do you mean? Go and find a place. Go and find them to give you certification. Open a clinic. Next time you see it, you have a hospital. Those who are running hospitals, they are not better than you. You can't say that I'm an engineer, I don't have anything, that's why I'm at home. Go and open an engineering firm. Is it going to be easy? Nobody said it's going to be easy. Is it doable? Yes. But you should be ready to fight. You should be ready to go through. Sometimes you will not even eat. Does it really matter? Drink water. All right? Drink water and never complain about it and never feel sad about it, because there's a dream that you're building. You're building a business. So when others laugh at you, those don't really matter. Others are talking, you don't worry about that. Put that vision. It will take you a while, but work on that vision every day. Never quit. Never feel like you're not enough. Never feel like you are disturbing yourself. Why are you worrying? No, never feel like that. Keep pushing. If you're tired, go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow morning, fight again. That's how it works. And don't complain. Don't feel like somebody should come and help you. And that's, some people will spend all time with telling us all that their fathers didn't do for them, or their uncle who promised them they work for them for 10 years and they pay them back with nothing. Don't waste your time on those. Do something out of that experience. Build something. And never complain about those things. Because the more complaining you make, the more complaints you make, the more you blame people, the more negative you are, the more your creativity is reduced. Your thought processes will come down. Intelligent thought processes will reduce because you spend you dissipate your energy on the negatives. For you to become successful in this life, you need a lot of positive thinking, a lot of optimism, because the forces that will come against you, they are many. And so if you're very negative and paranoid, you may give up for no reason. That's why you need a lot. Some people say that you are just being realistic. You're not being realistic when you're very negative. You're just negative. You're not realistic. I'm being factual. I'm being truthful. How can truth not bring hope? If you're being truthful, there will be hope. There will be life. There will be kindness. There will be jubilation. There will be people will be energized if what you're saying is the truth. But if you after you have stopped talking, everybody becomes hopeless and dejected, you didn't bring the truth. You didn't, because truth must bring light. So don't feed on the negatives. Become optimistic. All that I have is just one city. I'm going to build something out of this. That's business. That's entrepreneurship. And don't say that is because of the country I live in. It's not true. There's a rich man in every village. There's a rich man in every town. There's a way that there's a method that they found and they did it. You are there. You have not seen it. Does not mean it's not there. It doesn't work there. So you will spend a lot of time telling us all the difficulties in the town, all the difficulties in the country, all the difficulties in the village. Somebody else is looking for the solution. And I would rather go with the ones looking for the solutions than the one who's telling us nothing can be done. We can't do anything. We are lost. There's nothing that we can do to change the situation. Some people can be that bold to say that, very debilitating situation. They say that no, we can't do anything about it. It's all that. No, just tell us you cannot do it. It does not mean it cannot be done. So you need a lot of optimism, express hope, and create the future. Always the future is in your head. That future that you see, always let it be the one that you're looking for. You see that one, you're working towards it. Even if it's one shirt that you have, wash it every day. Iron it. If it's one shoe, polish it every day. If you take trotro, yes, it doesn't matter. Because the time will come that all those experiences will be advantage. Most wise men have gone through a lot of things. That's the reason they are wise. Most people who know a lot in this life have gone through a lot of things. That's why they know a lot in this life. Not because they are wise or they were born special. I don't believe that. I believe in the fact that they tried many things and they fought and maybe they won. And that's why they know. They have clarity now. So build something around your expertise, build something around your profession, build a business around it. And if you didn't come from a family that run business, it's likely that you are in deficit. Therefore, there's a lot that you're going to learn. And then maybe your education background will help you. Maybe you have maths or physics, something like that you can do a lot of calculation. But you have got to do a lot of studies, especially with numbers, because business is a numbers game. You must master the maths. You must master figures. You must master projections. So instead of you wasting a lot of time watching comedy all the time and laughing, and a lot of comedy, use that time to learn, to study, constantly study. I've seen something about this life. It's either somebody built it for you and you just run on it. Or if you're going to build yourself, then you need a lot of data, a lot of information. And the difference between men is the information, the knowledge that they have. So if you didn't start with much information, then you must go and feed yourself with that kind of information. Because I believe that knowledge concentrates. It gets to a point that it will push you. That knowledge that you're looking for, it gets to the quality point, it will push you. You can't do anything but go on that part of the force that you have put in you. And that's why you study, read constantly, study, constantly, learn. Now there's YouTube, learn, study about business, finance, product. What product do you want to manufacture? Study about sales. What is it that you want to make? What is it that you want to process? Most people are learning everything on YouTube. You have the same opportunity. Use it, depending on where you want to go and the sacrifices that you have to make. So your ability, be somebody who can see talent and pick them before they even realize they have talent. Because you can build a business without people. The customers are people and the people who work with you. So you have to up that skill and learn to sell anything. And in our economy, I would say that if you don't have to even worry yourself so much, just go and pick somebody what they have produced and start to sell something from it. If you say that you have nothing to do today, you are unemployed, tomorrow go to the market. What can you buy from the market and come and sell? Even if you don't make the money back, you have started the process. Because it's a whole school on its own. It's a whole school on its own, and package it well. Package your business well. So my name is Obindako. I'm talking about business or entrepreneurship. I'm saying that majority of us, that is the path that we are going to take. When people are very happy, when they talk about jobs, go to LinkedIn You see, most people are very professional engineer, doctor, executive, something. They are there very much happy. And all that they want to hear about is job. And I changed my job and I got a better salary. About those of us who don't have jobs, what do we do? And I'm saying that there's no entry point you can just enter. So there's a psyche, there's a person that you have to become. And the moment you get the fundamentals right, it's no more anything. It's not strange. And now technology is helping you. So you can always learn. You can always look for information. You can always track something somewhere. And enter businesses. Now we need a lot of our people to enter businesses anyway. So don't be scared. The young men who have, you will try, you will fail, but don't be scared. You will be hungry, don't worry. They will laugh at you. Maybe your girlfriend will even leave you. Don't worry. They'll tell you that you're not serious. Everybody is looking for a job. You say you are building business. You are not serious. I'm not going to wait for you. Don't worry. Continue to build. Somebody else will be interested in you, Somebody else will be, because it can be tough. Don't let anybody lie to you. It can be that crazy. It can be tough. Sometimes you may not even be sure of what you're doing. Sometimes you don't even know where the next meal may be coming from, especially those of us who have to push ourselves from the ground with nobody know where. By the time will come, we'll look back and you see that you have built something. And there's not much that as gratifying as looking back and seeing the ideas that you use your pencil and you drew now has become a business. Now has become a product. Now has become something. Sometimes you go through and you see people working there. And a lot of the times they have no idea what you have to go through to build that business, how you chose the name, how you open the bank account, or the things that you have to stop in order for you to focus on building this business. And don't forget, the moment you commit to building business, spend your time in building the business. Spend your time in building the business. So my name is Obenako. I want to thank you very much for taking your time to watch. Subscribe to this channel. This channel is about entrepreneurship. This channel is about finance. This channel is about African dignity. Being able to help our people to think rightly. Because I think that much of the information that they have given us are the reasons, why most people go through frustration in life. What we know, what they taught us in school, what they taught us in church, what they teach us on radio, a lot of the philosophies that they have given us, they have produced a weak people who cannot fight back, who cannot stand on their own, very much confused. They have to lie, they have to cheat, they have to, to get anything. They cannot stand with the process before they get results because of the philosophy. The moment you get your thought patterns to be set rightly, you will see that nothing has much changed in your life in terms of the physicals, but then you see that now you can be intentional and purposeful about your life. You can be that much intentional. Now you are very much confident in facing life. It's all because of what you start to think as a human being. And so when you are not sure and you're very much confused, and every day you get up in the morning, you're very much frustrated, challenge your philosophies. And I dare say, do away with a lot of them. I am so proud of the new generation that I have lived to see in the motherland. My young son, keep on doing as you are. Never know where the seed might find. Thank you. Hope. Thank you, madam. Thank you. So keep pushing. Keep pushing. Never doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself. Keep pushing, because that's business. That's all that you need. The great business people that you see every day, they are pushing themselves. The thing about it is that most of them don't even think that they are successful. The billionaires that we see on our continent, the rich people that we see here, they're still pushing themselves because it's unlimited. It's like the one in your spirit is unlimited. There's no boundary. You keep, everywhere you go, you can still see more. So they look back, they're still not happy with what they have achieved. They want to do more. And so you and them, not much difference. Maybe, so don't let that situation frustrate you. Keep at it and keep fighting and create that and be that much happy and proud of it. That one you need. Don't never meet your classmates and they give you their card, and they want to tell you, yeah, I work here. And those guys are very much, they are quick to give you their card. I work with this institution, I work with this bank. And you are there thinking, do I do the business or I should stop? No. Tell them, listen, I'm building a business. And sometimes they will tell you, oh, you have employed yourself. No, you have not employed yourself. You're building a business. That's why you have to tell them. When they meet me sometimes, those days, they say, so what are you doing? I said, I'm building a business. Oh, self-employment, that is also good. I said, no, it's not self-employment. I said, I'm building a business. I'm building companies. I'm employing people. I pay salaries. That's different. Don't let any of your mates, don't let anybody talk you down. Don't let them belittle you. No matter, even if it's you alone, the one working, even if you have not received any revenue for the business, be proud of it. You need that energy. Without that, you will give up. And the only difference between you winning and you not winning is when you give up. Because you can adapt, you can change, you can learn, you can scale up, you can always become better. And the thing is that you don't know where the next thing is also coming to link. You don't know who is coming. You don't know where somebody is going to introduce you. You don't know whoever, you have no idea. So keep building. Just keep at it, keep building. And don't let anybody, listen, you are at home for 5 years. They didn't help you. It's not now that you are trying to build something that they will show so much concern and you give up. They didn't help you anyway. So now focus, be proud of it. Talk about it. Tell people what you're doing. Let them know. Focus on this. Now you are building a watchy brand, you're building this, you're working on this. Be proud of it. You need that. Don't be moderate about it. You need that energy. So once they show you their card, you should pull out your card and show them, this is what I'm working on. And the thing is that in 10 years, in 20 years down, they will be nowhere close to where you are. That one I can guarantee you. That one I can guarantee you. It said, I once cried with those handing cars, but you cried with those handing cars. Yes. Because they will show you. Sometimes they will come and, park their car and tell you, where are you going? Charlie, how? No. Me, I don't care about those. If it's card, print your own card as well. And show. If it's a website, build them the website as well. Most of the companies in China that you see with nice website is in their garage. They small place. They're cutting the things themselves. They will tell you it's in the factory. It's not so big, but you see the website. The thing is that they can deliver what you ask them to do. So what's the problem? It doesn't have to be a big office for it to be a big business. Can you deliver the numbers? Can you design a whole, sometimes even, you may not even have an office, but you have about 10 people that you work with. They're all working from different points. It's a business. Be proud of it. Keep pushing. Never let anybody talk you down. Never. Never, because we need that. And we need, as a matter of fact, if there are people that we need those who have the skill set and the passion to create businesses, not those who are looking for jobs. If our continent needs any people now, we need those who can go into manufacturing, who go into retail, who can go into agriculture, who can go into processing, who can go into all kinds of areas, who can build banks, who can build IT companies, who can build all this. Those are the people that we need. The only reason they tell you that we have unemployment graduates is because they can't create jobs. So they can look for jobs, but they can't create. Now you have that. You are trying that. And you want to belittle yourself? No way. Don't belittle yourself. Because that's how everybody starts anyway. That's how everybody starts. And a time will come that people close to you will tell you, at the point that it starts to work, they will tell you to give up. Some of them will tell you, we have a visa for you to travel. Go and study. Go and try. There are things that will distract you. One, they will tell you go back to school. Another one, they will give you visa. Sometimes at the point that the thing is working, somebody also will bring you employment letter. Or your uncle will tell you, go and see this minister. Those will come. They will come and test you. That you must be firm, and you must look at the vision and believe in that vision. And look back at your successes. The little ones the first time somebody bought that product from you, the first time that you finished that project, you were happy. Never forget that. This is something you were there. You didn't know what to do. Now you're able to pull this thing through. You have been able to put some things together. Don't let that thing go. Push it. I told them I won't travel anywhere. I will look for any job anywhere. We are going to fight. If it has to be Gary, we will eat what? If it has to be anything, we will try. But never feel sorry for yourself. That's business. You're learning. A time will come. That business will make in a day what most people will make in 20 years. And you'll be able to employ. You interview people. You have the opportunity to train people. Share them with your philosophy. Share with them now you are doing interviews and you train people. You share them the thoughts. You're able to have access to change lives. That's the most fascinating aspect of business. Now people come to you and you can share your ideas and you can inspire people and you can treat people well. If others don't treat them well, you can, because you have paid the price, you have sacrificed, you stayed with the process. So don't cry. Keep pushing. If it doesn't work, most people don't work the first time anyway. Change the formula. Keep pushing, but never give up on yourself. You can give up on the business, but never give up on yourself. You can change the business, but never give up on your dream. Never give up on your dream to say, I want to build a business. And keep learning. And be brutally honest in your dealings. Treat people fairly. That's your biggest advantage. It doesn't matter how much people maltreat you. They would. They will run away with your money. Don't forget that. They will cheat you. They will lie to you. But don't let those things change you. Because the moment they change you, you will lose. Be resolute. Treat them with respect. Have big heart to forgive. And keep pushing. And that's business. And continuously learn, read, study, constantly. Build yourself. And if you're an African, build that knowledge. Don't meet any white man and you feel like you're nothing. Never. Don't let anybody belittle you. Don't think that, I live in Ghana, so some people come from another country, now they are better. Don't do that. It's the same earth. It's the same earth. Nowhere is better. Nowhere. Nowhere. It's what you make out of who you are. Some people live. It's what you make. The heaven that you create for yourself. That is what is important. So don't let anybody tell you. Don't belittle. I don't know. Don't meet people and go and look for help. You're always asking people to come and help you. Don't do that. Believe in what you're building. Keep the fire burning. People will come and look at it. Fuel it. Become excellent. Deliver. When you say yes, it's yes. If you can deliver, tell the person I can't deliver. Maybe give me time. I'm sorry I will disappoint you, but give me time. There's nothing wrong with that. But be a person of your word. And that's business. If anything is going to save you, it's the fact that if somebody gives you money to support your business, you pay back constantly. You don't maltreat people. You treat the people you work with respect. You continue to learn. You don't belittle yourself. You're not looking for some white man to come and be an investor. Continue to build what you have. If anybody wants to bring money, they must see your value. These are the things that will keep you. And don't let any politician bully you. Tell them what you're doing is the service that we need. The politicians, we have so many of them. We don't know what they're doing. We need numbers. We need numbers of entrepreneurs, of innovators, of people who can build businesses. That's what Africans need. I'm telling you, we need a lot of people to create wealth, systemic wealth. Innovators, entrepreneurs, that's what we need. For entertainers, we have a lot of them. For musicians, sports people, we have many. For politicians and church owners, we have a lot of them. You have a lot of chiefs. Now we need creators, innovators. We need that. So don't let anybody lie to you. Don't let anybody lie to you. Can you create a bag? Can you build a factory to produce shirts? Can you build a factory to produce phones, lights? Can you build houses? We need those. So if you're offering any of these, then why do you look down upon yourself? No. Don't. You need this. You have to be very tough. I did a book, I call it Resilience. You may have to look for a copy. You have to be. You need that. You have to be very resilient in Africa. And that's a matter of fact, it's needed everywhere anyway. You want to build a business, you must be that certain, resilient. You cannot just change your mind anytime. I don't want the business, I'm going back to look for a job. Hey, and surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with a good network. Surround yourself. Yes, it's on Amazon. Yes. Resilience is on Amazon. And I have other books as well. Streamline, which talks about money. And I have Perspective, which also talks about entrepreneurship, how to develop the mindset to build your business. We need information more than any other thing as Africans. Because what we have is enough. What we have is enough. We just don't have strong argument to keep growing what we are building. To keep growing what we are building. Or that whatever you're doing is enough. Can you just say, this is my life and this is what I want to build? That's it. Me, I close my mind. I want to build business. That's all. So when people were saying, go this, because when I started, I stopped and went to school. They were, the money I had, it was not needed. Yes, streamline and perspective. And then the third one is resilience. They would just tell you, as if they are the one going to pay the school fees. Maybe I should have used the money to build, start a real estate development company. By now, it should be somewhere, because the thing about business is that those who start early, they reach early. Because you are going to do not minimum of 10 to 15 years before you start to see significant success. Significant success, big volumes. It's not going to take you 1 year. It's not going to take you 2 years. So those who started 15 years, by the time they are 20, 25, you see that they start to build muscles, But you are starting 40. You're going to do about 5 years or 10 years before you start to see significant changes, That's the fact, especially those who have no business expertise. And so when you start 30, you are not looking at 32, your business is blowing up. Give yourself like 10 years. And that's a fact. And that even means that you're doing things rightly and you're not trying to be fast. So that's why those who started in their 20s, I started in my 20s, and they said that I should go to school. I wasted 2 years there. I didn't want to become a professor. I'm not a consultant. But they said I should go to school. And that's something about us Africans, especially those of us who went to this degree thing. They are never happy with the degree, the certificate, one certificate. They want to get so many certificates. As if life is about certificate. Life is about productivity. Life is about results. If your field requires you to go for certificates, maybe you're a lecturer, you're a consultant, that's good. But if you want to build businesses, as a matter of fact, MBAs for businesses may not necessarily even be that much necessary. Because most MBAs go to manage people's businesses. They don't build businesses. Because most of the things that they teach you, you can fight with it. But we can't say it though. But much of it, we will learn it on the ground. We'll learn it on the ground, and we'll learn it from people who are doing it as well, especially in the culture that we're building it. And to stay with the process. Stay with the process. So be strong, be tough. Don't be crying, don't be disappointed in yourself. Sometimes you meet some business people and they regret ever starting business. No. Don't. You can regret for 1 day, but don't continue on 2 days. Be proud. Be proud. And if the business is not working, it's not demon. Don't tell us that it's the demon in your house. It's not demon. It's bad choices and decisions. Ignorance is what will make the business not work. It's not demonic. Don't believe in anybody who will be telling you, come and I'll pour anointing oil on you. Come, let's do fasting so that the business will survive. But that's not true. Me, I can tell you categorically, it is not true. If the business is not doing well, sit down, check the data. Do you have information? What decisions did you make? What quality decisions did you make? Don't bring any. If you so want to bring spirit and religion, then be honest, be truthful, be loving, be kind, be compassionate, be hardworking, be principled. Then your faith is working. But for somebody to come and tell you that, yeah, come, let's go to your hometown, there's something under the house that your grandfather has put there, that's what is making everybody in the business or from the family not successful. You believe those things, they have you. As a matter of fact, the moment you believe those things, your mind is not working. So you cannot build that business. Even if you build that business, they will always whine you. They will move you around all the time. They will always come out with one story or the other to take money from you. And you will never be yourself. But you will think that you're doing it because you're Christian. Those of us who go to church. No. Much of the problems that you meet in business, they're just wrong decisions and choices. It's not any demon from any family. Don't believe it. When you stop believing this, you start to succeed. You will restore your strength. You start to believe in your decisions. You start to believe in yourself. And you will know that you are the reason. So if you're not becoming better, then the business is not becoming better. The business will become better because you are becoming better. You are learning. You are challenging your thoughts. And you are open to people challenging what you know and be able to tell you that, listen, I don't think this one is worth it. It won't work. And you also build your own argument to say that, no, man, I think it will work. And then when you apply it and it doesn't work, you don't blame anybody. You took that decision and it backfired. So you deal with it, But you want to accuse everybody and not yourself, and you want to blame the devil. It means you're still a child. It doesn't matter even the volumes that you do. Because sometimes you can go to town. There are people who do volumes, but they live in constant fear and panic. They're always afraid that somebody is able to throw something against them. There's no peace. They don't have peace. They can't even rest. They can't even sleep. They're always fasting and praying against demons and Satan. No, rest. What you need is the quality of the philosophy that you practice. That is where your strength is. The things that you use to make your decisions. Those are the things that are going to be responsible for the success of your business and for your peace and your strength. Because sometimes you can have a business that is doing well, but you are not at rest because you've been weakened by weak philosophy and by people around you who are always trying to blame a demon or spirit somewhere for the evil that happened. You had an accident, you want to blame the devil. What was the speed that you were going? What speed were you? Did you follow the road instructions? No. Then you have an accident, and the next minute you say that it's the devil. It's not the devil. It's actually you. You didn't follow instructions. So anytime there's an accident, it means that we did not follow the instructions. There are instructions that if you follow, don't put this here. You put it there, and there is a problem, and you want to blame somebody. No, no. So your mind will be clear. Your mind will be clear. So steady, challenge yourself, build your mind, be strong, and be happy all the time. Be happy, have fun. Let people around you also relax, have fun. Believe in yourself, believe in your country. Don't be negative towards Ghana. Don't be negative towards Africa. There are so many people talking negatively against us. Don't buy into it. Because the more negative you are, the more weakened you become. And that's why most of the people who are insulting us all the time, look at them. They have no confidence. What have they built? Nothing. They always blaming somebody. They always saying that they leaders and this and this. Yes, I don't know. But at least if you want to build anything, you must be that much confident that what we have is enough. You believe in Africa. Look for the good things in Ghana. Always look for the good things in Ghana and build with it. Look for the good things in Ghana and build with it. who look for the good things in Africans about it. Don't say that, oh, I can't trust anybody, I don't believe in them. Then you don't trust yourself. So how can you succeed? You don't believe in yourself. So how can you succeed? Because it's a requirement in this life. Those who succeed believe in themselves. They believe that they have what it takes to bring the solutions. As a matter, most of the great innovators believe that they were born to create those things. They really believe that they are the Messiah. And that's why they don't give up. Because they have that thinking that this is what I was born to do. So no matter the difficulties, I was born to do this. They're so much optimistic. And that's why they deliver. It could not even be true that they were born to do that, but that confidence that they get out of the conviction of a particular calling, that's why they do great things. But you're complaining everywhere, blaming everybody. You have no root. You have no strength. You have no foundation. You have no stability. How can you succeed? You can't succeed. You believe that you being in Ghana means it's a disadvantage. You are a weak person. You can't succeed until you change your mind. So I don't buy these little boys insulting us. No. I believe that there are good people here. I believe that there are opportunities here. I believe that you have the right information, you can succeed. You don't have to be a criminal to succeed in Ghana. And as a matter of fact, if there is any place that I want to succeed as an African, I bet you it's Ghana. I mean, no matter what you give me anyway, I will choose here. I'll choose here. Because this is where I believe I have to be. And this is where my contribution can make a difference. So you have to be that positive. You have to be that confident. Don't be negative, and don't undermine yourself. Don't undermine your people. And no matter how many times they offend you, still believe in people, because the treasure is in people. Actually, it's not in the soil; it's in people. Because whatever is in the soil, people will go and find it. The gold that they are taking from the soil, somebody must have the mind, the technology to go and take it from there. So the treasure you think is in the soil, the treasure is in the people. So my name is Obendako. I want to thank you very much for taking your time to watch this, and please subscribe to this channel, and let's share the channel with a lot of people, and let's try to help our people to at least think about the things that we share. Because if you don't know some of these things as an African, you're already overburdened. Anytime I see Africans talk negatively, I know that this one is overburdened. I know that. They are trying, no, they are overburdened. And much of the burden is ignorance of self and ignorance of their own people. Ignorance of the worth that they have, they don't know. So I want to say thank you very much, Guy Sako. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul. Thank you very much, Madam Hope. Thank you very much. Anybody? Thank you very much, Blue. Let me see. Thank you very much, Brown Coat Blue. Thank you. Anybody? Thank you. Anybody who took time to watch this, I want to thank you very much. And if you want to contact me, you can see the contact under the YouTube. You see my WhatsApp number there. You send it, I can send you back information that you need. If I have an answer. So my number is there. You can send me anytime. So thank you very much for watching.